Bonjour à tous et à toutes.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, dear top management, academic directors, staff members, and the BBA team. Please give them a huge round of applause.
C'est un immense plaisir, un grand honneur d'être avec vous.
I am delighted and honored to be with you this morning for this Global BBA Commencement Day. It is a high moment in this magical venue, the Philharmonie. You will welcome all those students and future graduates. Please give them also a huge round of applause. They will soon come out.
Nous allons, vous allez les accueillir.
We will, and you will welcome them one by one. You will see their faces on screen. Please smile at them. And I will ask all the staff members to go back to their seats, be it in the room or on stage. And I would like also to say hi to all the people online. You can say hi to them. Please give them a huge round of applause.
Je vous laisse vous installer.
I'll give you a few minutes to take your seats. We will also welcome the program team, the career services, the ESSEC Foundation, ESSEC alumni, to celebrate this commencement day. And let's start with you all, ladies and gentlemen, dear graduates.
Global BBA.
The Global BBA.
Emma Westberg.
Roger Daoud.
Keting Chu.
Mario Daoud.
Paulina Korotkova.
Kelly Zovigian.
Samia McLean.
Chad Haddad.
Michel Affetch.
Layan Karim.
Christelle Bacha.
Emmanuel Chataoui.
Yara El Atrouni.
Shadi Bosquin.
Clara Gerbe.
Raoul Fatala.
Victoria Fèvre.
Andrea Anta.
Alicia Martinez.
Christian Smaira.
Celia Tranfaglia.
Karl Antaki.
Aïda Choukri.
Ali Khalif.
Johan Sirselj Nguyen.
Quentin Jean Gérard Lecomte.
Aurélie Lévesque.
Maë Trin-Thieu.
Rilène Kitavini.
Salim Karam.
Valentin Christian-Claude Buchin.
Mohamed Aminé El Awadi.
Aya Farmi.
Salahadine Laït Abaen.
Sabrina Aïcha Nour Grégoire.
Ihab Soussi Amadi.
Nefeli Giatra.
Sanor Dramé.
Sarah Aboueldea.
Massata Abdou Ndiaye.
Tala Abdallah.
Jeffrey Lawson.
Macha Dupuis.
Elodie Zhou.
Alison Fèvre-Dubose.
Alice Hu.
Pauline Valérie Duhem.
Enzo Edgar Tortelli.
Élodie Gouelin.
Juliette Kuhn.
Lise Amélie Joly.
Lucas Matthew Cassin.
Aya Abou Assali.
Chien Wang.
Maria Abou Fadel.
Mohamed Samir Benrihan.
Marianne El Am.
Émilie Bonnet.
Karen Trapulsi.
Enora Wilmet.
Claire Sophie Aline Haddad.
Federico Yves Malaspina.
Samia Darmela.
Elliot Pierce.
Camille Desmurs.
Mathis Annelon.
Arisha Mohamed Imran Iqbal.
Joshua Gerardo Zozoaga Ramos.
Shania Sophia Nissar.
Anaïs Labo.
Aurore Adeline Debalme.
Emma Maggie Beredi.
Orlane Noël Micheline Foy.
Jade Sacrisper.
Jade Rambaud.
Shems Debaba.
Manon Liorca.
Johanna Schulman.
Alessandra Caillot.
Mathias Brunet.
Cameron Aurélia.
Hai Engan Bui.
Dinda Anissa.
Lucie Robin.
Élisée Mambou.
Camille Marie Joséphine Desbaptistes.
Sylvia Janice et Coucou.
Elisabeth Bratten.
Émilie Jade de Milleville.
Flora Véronique.
Cartiga Kaveri Ratinadasa.
Jay Anne.
Fernandez Morgana Etile.
Clémentine Fernandez.
Yasmine Zegidi.
Biyue Lee.
Christopher Mpassi.
Lisa Sophie Amala Soria Kitts.
Ilyes Bakary.
Jade Legros Ziegler.
Anissa El Jazouli.
Amel Lilia Wassaïd.
Riyad Bouillarden.
Eden Nelly Gisèle Boujol.
Elena C.
Camille Keller.
Apolline Cévezen.
Dalal Chian.
Clémentine Jourdain.
Alice Hautefeuille Cagnard.
Lilou Canavese.
Rachel Benitez Navarro.
Camille Marie-Madeleine Boutier.
El Mamoun El Heuj.
Inès Madani.
Clémentine Doucet.
Amandine Camille Anaïs Dupont.
Clémence Marion Ombéline Moreret.
Yasmine Charkani El Hassani.
Naya Abdallah.
Ben Tahar.
Maya Klink.
Maria Abassi.
Roy Abou Rejeli.
Chaimae Toka.
Aya Abdo Bazen.
Marilou Serdel.
Natacha Charo.
Danae Pin.
Loulois Gaziri.
Pauline Thuyan Fanchon.
Lara Farid.
Ilyes Bouziane Aïsaini.
Nour Zekri.
Louis Rincon Jaimes.
Malak Atata.
Lancelot Georges Larcher.
Mariam Abdel Wahab.
Kanata Irmis Diane.
Shirin Kabir.
Léa Kimbimbi.
Yuan Yang.
Lucas Nujin Lodo.
Yike Tsao.
Alexia Marie-Ange Nancy Loba.
Céline Cotten.
Liliane Lucie Emmanuel Sally Barry.
Manon Serrero.
Eva Nguongo.
Flavie Bale.
Noémie Quanon.
Chin Han Nguyen.
Ima Aimé Dia Barry.
Salma Germouche.
Uma Endau.
Anaïs Crochet.
Axel Solène Fomedjou Gaffo.
Alban Morin.
Charlotte Clémence Margot Lang.
Paula Barriga Calvo.
Eléa Henri Dolnois Wang.
Maeva Alves.
Justine Boukni Dichan.
Nada Hetiti.
Inès Da Encarnação.
Emma Alix Pouillet.
Alejandra Kirkpatrick Gaston.
Carlotta Giovanna Chima.
Jade Aiko Sonen.
Puidier Lou.
Clément Urso.
Chinong Li.
Théo Jacques Marc Charon.
Yan Chu.
Mathias Ferrer.
Maria Luisa Anne Robin Gonzalez.
Paul Roux.
Emily West.
Yael Majdansky.
Laure Tripsch.
Étienne Marie Job Duval.
Nolwenn Margot Planchet.
Ariel Kutkovic.
Camille Kerkera d'Acosta.
Théo Nathan.
Manon Launay.
Lucie Esther Amar.
Andy Michel Oscar Lucet.
Axel Nicolas Antoine Bringer.
Maxime Pinchot.
Baptiste Lamontagne.
Matteo Maloberti.
Noam Atav.
Clément Ostrovski.
Roméo Audebert.
Farel Mouni.
Jeanne Groud.
Julien Noël.
Juliette Callot.
Gabriel Beaufort.
Maëlle Buret.
Léo Yakas.
Quentin Édouard Léonce Jacquet.
Enzo Lucas Dertier.
Georges Guez.
Mona Marc Graff.
François Mimoso.
Mélina Wolfs.
Florian Majunda.
Pascal Muller.
Milan Cocard.
Nel Granier Sherma.
Erwan Sarrazin.
Alina Marginahu.
Océane Neveu.
Elia Ganem.
Théo Daniel Roland Corbin.
Cécile Anna Claudette Jean.
Mengan Chi.
Tisha Nekpang.
Diary Wang.
Vanessa Singh.
Chitong Wang.
Yania Ramboulam.
Florian Legal.
Irini Rami.
Mathéo Combe.
Julien Rousse.
Constance Weber.
Gabin Auger.
Amélie Frécheux.
Shaun Royer.
Shaima Delcas.
Camille Fourcroy.
Louve Eudes.
Tom Boulivet.
Aurore Forest.
Nicolas Arthur Semanaz.
Elisa Riouet.
Céline Vievard.
Anne-Sophia Wetzels.
Matei Cavalucci.
Clara Cassuto.
Nicolas Barry.
Hee-Jong Kim.
Roman Cavalucci.
Bastien Gardot.
Elisa Rose Grasse.
Alexandre Auchu.
Bastien Antoine Jean Mazel Antonioli.
Côme Bélier.
Emma Louise Dupoué.
Adrien Mricker.
Jade Marie-Laurence Leblanc Morinière.
Clémentine Chauvin.
Jeanne Cotin.
Naëlie Lepelletier.
Marion Seigneur-Vert.
Elisa Alary Tossin.
Prune Lapère.
Marine Roumillac.
Salomé Tenière Buchot.
Clara Dessoltier.
Roxane Loana Ledez.
Liliane Aguilar et Gracia.
Juliette Céline Guérino.
Grégoire Rougeau-Marronnier.
Camille Avignon.
Martin Massé.
Rose Quinchard.
Barbaros Pazarchi.
Eugénie Lasset.
Abdella Haboulala.
Paola Cerda.
Inas Al-Jamali.
Perrine Monqueret.
Sami Aboulassan.
Emma Baumann.
Victor Badarani.
Eugénie Bilès.
Henri Kian.
Saïdil Mokhtar Aleram.
Ismail Neja.
Aldana Raïm Ali.
Marie-Sarah Chanel.
Anne-Charlotte Françoise Catherine Jay.
Sarah Emmanuel Dier.
Alix Glandier.
Séléné Kedija Bourras.
Célia Eléa Louane Sanchez.
Tom Jean-Michel Gonzalez.
Anne Vétriarch.
Clémence Jeanne Stéphanie Dudognon.
Bao Ki Anna Dohan.
Anna Reis.
Lisa Van Doorn.
Yasmine Mégard.
Kim Henry.
Lara Haddad.
Selena Massé.
Maria Maroun.
Jeanne Géraldine Merlet.
Ilona Duroux.
Alice Suzanne Jeanne Renaud.
Marine Racap.
Anaïs Virginie Scolan.
Cyrine Benamer.
Léonie Anne-Marie Wilcombe.
Cyriane L'Enfant.
Capucine Caclar.
Arthur Jamon.
Lisa Sultana Sokolovski.
Anne Lou Van Lang.
Ilinka Daboville.
Swan Tiaoukine.
Agathe Bénédicte Grenot.
Noé Roca.
Alice Gruer.
Amandine Doria.
Laura Aptor.
Mélodie Pillé-en-Quetin.
Églantine Lefort.
Camilla Maroquine Mérida.
Sarah Christiane Florence Tivoli.
Maria Fernanda Roulet-Sterkel.
Juliette Beck.
Emma Lou Desou.
Jeanne Ballet Blanc.
Clémence Arou.
Eléa Noélie Marine Louise Magnier.
Diane Piou.
Martha Klein.
Eva Delaunay de la Perrère.
Camille Pauline Escourol.
Anouk Borz Garcia.
Lison Bonnet.
Vincent Beaulieu.
Yann Alexandre Schwartz.
Armand Javadi.
Mathias Amiel.
Émilie Bressange.
Marwan El Azouzi.
Elena Anastasia Kern.
Thomas Georges Vincent Boden.
Marine Blazer.
Tommy Valentin Granger.
Emma Lelanchon.
Yves Paul Marc Précosto. Précosta.
Claudia Cabezas Allegra.
Antoine Laurent Vincent Guignard.
Sergio Iglesias Moreno.
Alex Julien Bonjean.
Diego Hernandez Jaurena.
Camille Michel Françoise Portier.
Paola Friedman Rodriguez.
Amandine Iris Marie-Thérèse Valentin.
Maria Wildenman Gonçalves.
Clara David.
Agatha Muscala.
Camille Didier.
Nicole Jiménez Molina.
Alexia Lopez Dueñas.
Stanislas Taleno.
Nina Marie-Clémentine Zamb.
Chloé Marie Raclar.
Marine Grouel.
Fanny Fèvre Rampant.
Héloïse Huchard.
Yaël Lavigne.
Pauline Franchot.
Juliette Louvard de Pont-le-Voix.
Eva Lecoindre.
Alice Prévost.
Anton Matei.
Juliette Morino.
Louis Geda.
Mohamed Amin El Malki.
Julien Boyer.
Cyril Millot.
Théontime Alix.
Raphaël Chantrez Garcia.
Julien François.
Simon Olson Tuner.
Inès Ifies Mekias.
Raphaël Millière Moreno.
Tancred Dib.
Pavle Peric.
Victor Lothar.
Nadia Stanislav Lechift.
Walid Shahaban.
Tom Moreau.
Ahmed Yousfi.
Kenan Satussi.
Anaïs Leka.
Lily Rose Charpentier.
Laura Rouquette.
Agathe Ménage.
Margot Vincenti.
Sabina Martin.
Toscane Gelpucci.
Marie Kopsch.
Amalia Christensen.
Mathilde Colas Desfrancs.
Sarah Diani.
Céleste Juban.
Axel Concalves.
Tatiana de Voguet.
Estelle Alexandre.
Nihal Yagdish Barwani.
Mathias Jacques Stéphane Rouillet.
Clara Escobar.
Marc Hubert Monod.
Camille de Veguelet.
Emma
Raphaël qui est Annabelle.
Jennifer Marche.
Florian Allemand.
Lila Ravalet.
Mathilde Flutre.
Liliou Karen Pétard.
Mathieu Dupuis.
Ophélie Mérignac.
Clotilde Léger.
Elisa Le Ménager.
Alia Durando.
Thomas Pessic.
Emma Denis.
Ilan Antoine.
Hugo Rousseau.
Julien Dermy.
Chu Chu.
Stanislas Yuan Fan Tsang.
Kerni.
Tan Ngu.
Nada Smouni.
Elisabeth Lombray.
Rim Elaïba.
Manon Malti.
Aya Benouni.
Hermine Marie Marion Emmanuel Dumas.
Rania Benayoun.
Clémence Rib.
Myrna Dasuki.
Anaël Gentil.
Antoine Japi.
Yeonso Chin.
Candide Edouard Drouin.
Tang Tang Swan.
Annie Almoudi.
Antevi Desi Vat.
Ethan Blondin.
Jacques Christos Tomou.
Camille Gabriela Garnier Mataboena.
Victor Dai.
Shekar Sunil.
Anthony Calvin Chandra.
Raphaël de Sousa Cunha.
Carissa Carissa.
Léo Payet.
Michel Angelia Fernando.
Thomas Nagmunoa.
Yacine Semar.
Xu Han King.
Mohamed Ali Zerkdi.
Louis Brieux Pétillon.
Ali Trabelsi.
Claire Cavaille.
Ashraf Smahi.
Chilu Hey.
Sabrina Misetic.
Claire Contry.
Mariam Benani.
Ye Lin.
Nishta Bahal.
Kimli Tran.
Rifa Mohamed.
Médine Akar.
Valentine Leclerc. Une année.
Mesdames et messieurs,
Ladies and gentlemen, dear graduates from the BBA, this is your commencement day.
Vous êtes tous très élégants.
You all look very smart. You are stunning. I can see smiley faces, but I was wondering whether this was because this is the morning, but we haven't heard you much. Is that just me? Oh, okay.
Merci d'accueillir Monsieur Vincenzo Vinci.
Please welcome Mr. Vincenzo Vinci, ESSEC Managing Director.
Vous êtes magnifique.
You all look smart.
You look gorgeous, great. Energy, youth, aspirations. You know what? I changed a little bit the protocol. I want to take a selfie with you. Great. Bonjour à toutes et à tous.
Good morning, everyone.
Dear graduates, I'm honored to welcome you today to this magnificent and inspiring place. It is always a moving moment for me and for the whole ESSEC team to address you and congratulate you at the end of your program. I'm sure this has been a training, but what is most important, a transformational journey for each and every one of you. Chers diplômés,
Dear graduates, I am honored to welcome you today to this magnificent and inspiring place. It is always a moving moment for me to address you and congratulate you at the end of your program. I'm sure this has been a transformational journey for all of you. First and foremost, I'd like to extend my warmest thanks to Petronic Ricard, ESSEC alumna, and the CSR director of CELIO, who's honoring us with her presence as a guest speaker. Thank you very much. We are gathered here today in a landmark venue of music, a venue called the Philharmonie. And this word combines two fundamental notions which will guide you throughout your personal and professional lives. Philia in Greek means perfect friendship, based on equality, but also on the belonging to a social group and on the affection that makes us appreciate someone for what they are. Harmonia is an easy term to understand, but it is much more demanding as soon as you're supposed to experience it. Music, just like in life, teaches us that harmony is achieved by knowing how to combine disharmony in tune. Nevertheless, in our human societies, disharmony is often weaponized and turned into a conflict. Although disharmony carries within itself the seeds of positive change, if you can regulate, coordinate, and cooperate, especially if one can listen, because without listening there's no communication, no understanding, and no harmony. Business is iconic of this approach. It plays a crucial role in the interactions between different peoples, between the different society strata. It not only implies the ability to recognize one another, but also to look for sustainable and fair communication, and it generates cross-cultural communication. Allow me to tell you what gives me food for thought this morning. When I was younger, I received peace as a gift from my grandparents and parents. It looked like it was a given forever. Nowadays, in our world facing antagonism, it's no longer the case. Allow me to share why I feel optimistic in spite of it all. Thanks to you, because rebuilding peace will require efforts to progress step by step and sometimes to sail through headwinds. But this is a noble goal. And I know that you're ready to play a proactive role and to discuss with other people, tuning disharmonies to achieve harmony by building bridges, by creating value, by promoting shared progress, and by always being ambassadors of values such as excellence, humanism, innovation, responsibility, openness. These values are not an option, they are a commitment.
Taking action on our own scale by making the school a privileged space for dialogue, a multicultural space that aims to bring people together just as it brings together talents and expertise in the service of value creation, of purpose and performance. This is part of our ESSEC DNA, and we are proud, very proud, to have been able to walk a part of the way with you by sharing these values that are ours and allowing you to blossom as leaders that are responsible, inclusive of any form of diversity, and who will be so positively impactful on our economies and societies.
Today you are graduating, but ESSEC will always be by your side to enable you to continue to learn throughout your life, to become great professionals, great human beings, and to build a thriving and resilient world, and to make this shared progress a reality together. We all need it. I trust you. I trust your success, because at ESSEC you've learned to enlighten, to lead, and change through your skills, your engagement, your decisions, and your actions.
To conclude, as you move forward to the next journey of your life, I leave you with 3 reflections very shortly. First, transform shared belief into shared benefits and lasting values for everyone. Second, turn barriers into bonds and make it a habit to build bridges. Third, cultivate a learning mind and pair all throughout your life, and pair it with purposeful action. Thus, you will be genuine leaders and authentic ESSEC ambassadors. In closing, I would like now the stars of the day, you, my dear graduates, to stand up tonight, this morning. Please stand up. Turn to your loved ones who have supported, have encouraged you throughout the journey, and applaud them as a token of appreciation. Merci. Thank you. Vous pouvez vous asseoir.
Thank you. You may sit down.
Mes chers diplômés,
Dear graduates, you are ESSEC.
soyez-en fiers,
Be proud,
très fiers de vous.
just like I am proud of you.
Très bon moment.
Enjoy this commencement day, and Godspeed.
Merci, merci Vincenzo Vinci.
Thank you very much, Vincenzo
C'est un
Vinci.
incontournable, c'est une véritable tradition lors des Commencement Day.
As it is customary during ESSEC commencement days, an alumni is your guest speaker and comes here to share their experience.
Elle a été diplômée en 2000.
She graduated in 2012. She spent her whole career to represent CSR in different companies, especially for in the fashion sector. She's now CSR director,
Merci d'accueillir, s'il vous plaît.
Petroni Ricard, who works at Celio. Please welcome her with a huge round of applause.
Bonjour à toutes.
Good morning, everyone. I'm quite impressed, I have to admit. I'm very moved to be here, standing here with you this morning. This reminds me my own commencement day in 2012, 13 years ago, which doesn't make me any younger. But I feel it was only yesterday, and I feel like sitting down with you. Thank you, Vincenzo Vinci, for inviting me today. ESSEC BBA was a huge moment in my life. I learned a great deal. I met a lot of people. I was very moved. I was an active member of the students' office, and I was also at the Foy's Bar very often. And on commencement day, I remember that I felt impatient, proud, but I also felt this kind of vertigo. This was a very peculiar moment. It was quite vague. We didn't know what the future held. And we had a new book to open and write. I'd like to share with you, but I'll remain humble. I'd like to share with you a few takeaways from my career. First, please dare. Dare, because life is full of humor. I wanted to study the ESSEC BBA after reading a book from Muhammad Yunus, a Nobel Prize winner. I could see me working in microfinance, change the world with local empowerment and solidarity loans. But then I realized that I wasn't made for the finance world. But as I said, life is full of humor. After years of feeling lost or confused, here I am working. I was working in Bangladesh with for the government of Muhammad Yunus, working on social security for workers in the textile industry. So first takeaway, please dare. Dare to try, to make mistakes, to restart, and to listen to your intuition. Before being in my current position, I had a very eclectic career. I worked in purchasing in Latin America with my sisters in NGOs, and then working in CSR. But I followed my intuition, and I also made great meetings with inspiring people, including an ESSEC alumni that I'd like to commend tonight, this morning, rather. These experiences were not always the greatest, but they led me to understand who I was and what made me who I was and what I wanted to do in the future. You will not always get this dream job, at least not straight away, but you will blossom as long as your heart is in it and you follow your values. Now I am the CSR director in a textile company, Celio. But I can only tell you that when I was in your shoes, I didn't think I would be one day talking about organic cotton, decent jobs or decent payroll, salaries and carbon footprint. But by looking back, this experience was essential. What matters is to trust yourself and to ask yourself the right questions and to dare to try and say, I do not agree. That's what I dared to do when I was asked to be the CSR director at Celio. I dared, and I don't regret it. Too often, people think they do not feel legitimate. They feel the imposter syndrome. So I invite you, all of you, to debunk this myth. And to all women here, please dare to be heard. And dear men, please make sure that women will make their voices heard. Dare to try while cherishing your personal life. I know what I'm talking about because I had a child a month ago, less than a year after having my first daughter. Thank you very much. Thank you to my husband who's here, who's making this possible, because a balance is built with four hands. I sailed in my career through different realities, KPIs, audits, budget negotiations, and deep beliefs. But believe me, it's not always easy to strike the right balance when talking about talk about social impact when people are talking about margins and deadlines. but you can be this missing link between values and reality. So let me convey a second message to you. Find purpose, no matter where you are, in each professional experience. Not an abstract purpose, but a purpose which will contribute, as you have learned it at ESSEC, a purpose that is enshrined in something bigger than you. Common good, justice, accountability. Because when you find purpose, it will give you momentum, energy, joy, a deep joy, the one where you feel right and in line with your values. And if you don't find it right away, be patient. Continue to look for it. Try something, because sometimes it can come out of nowhere. Sometimes we tend that we should work in CSR to have an impact, but I firmly believe that this is wrong. You can find it anywhere. It makes me think of Jean-Jacques Goldman's song, He Changed Life. He talked about a teacher who took the time and put in some talent and heart to change his students' lives. This professor is every one of us. If we are in line with our values, our heart, we do not need to be in the spotlight. But let's not forget that your professional commitment will only have values if it is in line with your own values. You are a brilliant generation, curious, demanding, and most of all, you are a generation who has understood that the world cannot move forward without accountability, without justice, without paying attention to others. So do not be scared. Accept a job which might sound like it's out of your league. Leave a job that is not in line with your values. Dare to find purpose where you are. I wish you great journeys, great commitments, and a lot of joy. Because this deep joy, the one that guides you, is the best beacon, the one that shows you that you are in the right place. Congratulations, dear graduates.
Chaque expérience est essentielle.
Each experience is essential. Dare to try and find purpose. We've carefully listened to you. Thank you very much for having been with us. Pétronille Ricard, please give her a huge round of applause. In a few minutes' time, you will welcome you will welcome Corinne Tesser, your Department of Studies Director, and I would like to applaud this band because they've been here with you this morning. Ahmed is here on the double bass.
Chloé à la batterie.
Chloé at the drums.
Camille au piano.
Camille at the piano.
Marin au sax.
Marin at the saxophone. And Clément on the trumpet. Please enjoy them and their music.
Le Doodling Band. Merci.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being with us for this fine ceremony, the commencement day of the global BBA. And now we're going to welcome the Director of Studies of the global BBA and Anne Kalmash, the Director of Career Services.
Bonjour à toutes les deux.
Good morning to both of you. It's a real pleasure to be able to share this moment with you. I saw you, big smiles on your face. Oh, always, always. So the director of the studies for the global BBA. Were you there when you arrived? Absolutely, exactly, yes. What inspired you? Well, many fine things. Perhaps I'd just like to share the huge, immense pleasure that I have in being with you today, being together, all of us, to see you, the whole class gathered together from different campuses with different backgrounds. That was excellent. And do we have any students from Rabat with us? Great, great.
Do we have students from the Singapore track? Track Sergi, c'est sûr, vous êtes tous là.
I'm certain we've got students from the Sergi campus with us this morning.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'elle m'inspire cette promo?
So how inspired of you, but you began between two lockdowns, and I have a lot of empathy who started their studies in such difficult circumstances. You had to permanently adjust. You have to be creative, you have to be resilient. I know this was a source of strength for you, a strength that you developed which will serve you all your lives. Well, obviously, and it's good, not everyone's aware of this. What kind of training does Global BBA provide you? Well, I was last year, I was just welcoming of the parents of the candidates of the Sésame. I spent 2 years for the parents of the students. Don't worry, I won't be speaking for 2 hours tonight. I boiled it down to 3 key points. You're going to be in a business school. You're going to learn the fundamentals about business. It's a program where you can acquire much more transversal skill sets in management, leadership, interculturality, and other forms of expertise. And also, and I believe in this a great deal, a certain ability to be optimistic and to have confidence, have faith in the future, given all the professional and personal challenges that may lie ahead. Okay, we're frequently talking about experience at ESSEC, and it's obviously pivotal in the itinerary of these students for them to attain their professor objectives. Yes, well, ESSEC is a unique experience. It's a formal forum which to encounter people. It's a good place to learn to better get to know yourself, to develop your, to put flesh on the bones of your professional aspirations. And we're all here to support your success. Now, the thinking about your career objective begins in the classroom, of course. There's also professional experiences, the internship, the apprenticeship, experiences in the field, the contact that you have with different companies and alumni at different recruitment fairs, the interviews with career coaches. Some of you came for a flash exchange on your CV. You ended up staying for 2 hours in Claire's office, and there's also student life. And when facing so much opportunity, it's not easy to make choices. This work requires a great deal of investment. I know many of you spend hours and hours about thinking about your career future, about your objectives. You've been preparing interviews and using the resources we place at your disposal, and it requires a certain amount of courage. So I'd like to applaud you for your success this evening, everything you accomplished. Now, as you are aware, as a director of studies, she loves her job. Why do you like your job so much, dear lady? Well, there are many different reasons why I love it. One of the things what fascinates me most about this job is to grow and see this, to witness this metamorphosis since the very first day you join the program through to the very last day when you actually leave us. And perhaps the salient point is when I welcome the freshmen, their first day here, and I receive the first-year students, and then I receive the second, third, and those of the fourth and fifth year. And I can see, I almost like a witness to your growth and the changes that are taking place. It's absolutely inspiring. I think you can applaud that. That's quite a remarkable testimony. But I think you've already said a few words about this, Ed. But could you say a few words about the many different players backstage who are operating behind the scenes for the students? Well, I like the idea it takes a whole village to raise a child. At ESSEC, you have the whole community pulling together to work for your career. The ESSEC Foundation, ESSEC Foundations, ESSEC alumni, the inclusion circles, and the key support from the director students to give a very seamless and fluid form of synergy which takes shapes. And so I think for the students, you've got the lecturers, the university professions in administration, but I'd also, on behalf of all the people behind the scenes, administrative staff, I'd like to applaud you. I'd like to congratulate you for everything you've done. Thank you, Anne, because this is a very seamless tradition to the other point that I love about my job. It gives me the opportunity to work with absolutely exceptional teams, be they in Cergy, in Rabat, in Singapore. I'd like to take the time with them. Without their devotion, without professionalism, you wouldn't have graduated today. So thank you. You can stand up. You can stand up. Stand up. It's time. It's the moment to applaud you. Thank you for them, a special moment. And we've got even representatives from the campus, Rabat campus, Gian and Mathieu Bouchard with us, one of our lecturers in Rabat as well. Okay, in 2 words and in a nutshell, what wish would you like to convey for this new chapter in life? Well, many fine things, and I like to say, subscribe to what Petrona Sherwood. Listen to your intuition. Follow your internal compass. Plow your own furrow. Okay, I hope you find a meaningful job and where you will be fulfilled. Thank you both. Thank you very much. And Corinne, please stay with me. So this ceremony is, in fact, your ceremony has been for you. So well, she's welcomed me into a ceremony, Corinne, and it's a moment where we focus the spotlight on the students, and we're going to do that in a moment. Yes, in fact, we're going to take time to celebrate the excellence, the students' excellence, the academic excellence of the program, which will take shape in 2 very special moments.
Vous avez tout compris.
Now you've got everything. Now
For les parents, mais je suis
for
sûre
the
que vous savez
parents,
déjà,
but I
ce
know
sont
you're
les
aware of
10%
this. We've got the
meilleurs étudiants
10%,
du
the
programme.
top 10 students of the program, the cream of the crop, if you like. I mentioned that for our parents in attendance here.
Et voilà, j'ai tout dit.
There you are. I said everything. You've got the message. You've got the names of the students. Everything that needed to be said was said. The top 10 students, would you please rise to your feet? I don't know if we're going to talk about those other points, and then we'll link up to. So this was the first key moment, the first special moment for a recognition of giving value to the top 10% students. But there is a second one, no less worthwhile, which will take place at the end of the cursus, and I'm going to switch into English. We were talking about the dissertation at the end of your studies, and I'll be speaking in English.
And I would like to call on stage the academic director for the Global BBA dissertation, Professor Caroline Strauss.
Caroline Strauss. Hi, Caroline.
So welcome, Caroline. It's so good to be with you today to celebrate this absolutely amazing work that the students have done. We want to celebrate hard work, the creativity, the scholarly brilliance of all our students. Can you tell us more?
Yeah, absolutely. So today it's probably easier than ever to get access to information, but to actually find reliable information, to make sense of it, and to use it wisely, that's basically a superpower. And if you want proof of that, look no further than the BBA dissertations. It's really at the heart of our academic standards.
Totally agree with the superpower. So it's 18 months of research, right?
Exactly, you heard that groan go through the audience, that's what it is. So each student chooses a topic that they deeply care about, and then they spend months researching it, collecting data, and testing their hypothesis, and they defend it in front of a jury. So it's really a major milestone.
So today we want to really put the spotlight on those who went above and beyond. After all the research, all the writing, the preparation, the caffeine overload, can you tell us how the awards work?
Absolutely. So the dissertation advisors, many of whom are here today, les directeurs de mémoire, they nominate the very best dissertations, and then a jury of professors from across different areas reads them all and evaluates them. And so we look at 3 core criteria. We look at innovation, we look at academic excellence, and real-world impact.
Can we see the slides about the committee of dissertation?
Yes, dissertation.
Or not, it doesn't matter, it's okay.
Il est toujours pas là.
So,
Bon,
okay,
pas grave.
then we continue, it's okay.
We can continue.
So I think we should begin. Yes, that's it, the dissertation committee for the best awards. So we have Christina Terra, the academic director, Caroline Strauss, Véronique Buisson, and Katerina Kananovic, who were part of this committee. So let's begin with the first award. So we're going to look at Innovation Prize. So what are we looking for in the Innovation Prize?
Yeah, so in this award, we're really looking for bold thinking. So we are giving it to the dissertation with the most original research question and the most creative research methods.
And we are going to see the nominees for this award of Innovation Prize. Da-da-da.
So on screen, the nominees. Yes.
Okay.
Got that.
Wonderful. And so this year's winner blew the jury away with their originality and clarity of vision. Congratulations to Nour Zekri.
Nour Zekri, bravo. Nour Zekri, venez nous rejoindre. Venez sur scène, Nour. Venez recevoir.
Please kindly step up to the rostrum. Nour Zekri, we want to have you up here with us.
Par ici.
Over this way, over this way.
Venez, venez. Bravo à vous, une petite photo.
Bravo, a little photo, a quick photo as a souvenir of this special moment.
Ah non, les gars, oui, c'est vrai, ouais, c'est pas grave. OK.
So next is the Contribution to Science Prize. It sounds absolutely impressive, Caroline.
Oh, and it is. So in this award, we're looking for the highest academic standards. Here, students often go beyond the boundaries, what we already know from research, and they do some original analysis and uphold the highest academic standards.
So let's look at the nominees for the Contribution to Science Prize.
And this year we have not one, but two outstanding award recipients. Let's give it up for Inas El-Jamali and Tassina Westberg.
Bravo à vous. Inas, Tassi, venez nous rejoindre, venez nous rejoindre.
Would the two winners come and join us on the rostrum, Inas? Inas and Tatina, please come and step up to the rostrum to receive your prize.
And so the third category for the prize today, Contribution to Practice Prize. So this one really connects research with the real world, right?
Exactly. So in these dissertations, students really address concrete problems, be that in business, in society, or in industry. And it's also a most competitive category, so many of our students choose this path, and the quality is, of course, consistently high.
So let's look at the nominees for this category. Ta-da.
And today we celebrate two students who did exactly that, turning research into action. Congratulations to Enzo Bourlet and Pharrell Mooney.
Come and join us. Could the two winners come and join us? Thank you. Please step on stage. Congratulations, Enzo Pharrell. And Pharrell, who isn't with us this evening, but he's there online. He's attending online. I'd like to take a photo of all of us together, and we'll send it to Pharrell.
C'est Enzo qui n'est pas là.
Enzo. It's Enzo, isn't it? Yeah.
Bravo à vous, félicitations.
Congratulations. Hearty congratulations to all of you. Enzo. Was that what? It was no longer that one, Pharrell. Okay, we made a little mistake there.
We have one last celebration for the dissertation to share with you. Can you tell about this, Caroline?
Yes, so this is something new that we're doing this year. So often our students write their dissertation on a topic that aligns closely with one of the focus areas of ESSEC's chairs. And these chairs are really a reflection of ESSEC's deep engagement in key industries and current societal issues, from luxury to sustainability, and from sports to digital innovation. And this year, students whose dissertations fit the theme of a chair could nominate, put themselves forward to have their dissertation considered for an award. And the respective chairs then selected one dissertation they wanted to honor. So let's look at the chairs who chose to honor a dissertation this year.
So we have 7 chairs.
We do have 7 chairs: the beauty chair, the food chair, the leadership and diversity chair, the media and digital chair, the real estate and sustainable development chair, the social innovation chair, and the sports chair, of course.
Magnifique. 7 chairs, 7 prix, 7 contributions exceptionnelles.
Magnificent. 7 academic chairs, 7 prizes, 7 contributions.
Award recipients for each chair. For the beauty chair award, Camille Avillon. For the Food Chair Awards, Mathilde Flutre and Céline Bievard. For the Leadership and Digital Chair Awards, Camille Fourcroy. For the Media and, me, for the Media and Digital Chair Award, Celeste Jubin. For the Real Estate and Sustainable Development Chair Award, Agathe Grenot. For the Social Innovation Chair Award, Marie Kopsch. And for the Sports Chair Award, Tom Bouilvet.
Bravo à tous. C'est une belle démonstration.
Hats off to you all, guys. This is a fine demonstration of the richness, the diversity of your research, associated all the work you do in class. So it's photo time with the prizes. In fact, let's okay, once again, please give it up for our prize winners for on the part of Caroline Fausse and Corinne Pfeffer. And let's celebrate these awards, which constitute not just the bones of ESSEC, but the flesh as well.
Encore bravo à vous.
Once again, you guys, well done, you rock.
Corinne.
Corinne.
Well, that was really exceptional work. So you really shown us what commitment looks like. It's been a lot of hard work, a challenge. You followed it through, and you really produced something truly your own. And that's not just for the awards recipients and the nominees. That's really for all of you in this room, because you all did a dissertation.
Yes, exactly. Whether you walked away with an award today or not, just completing a dissertation is in itself a massive achievement. So we congratulate every single one of you.
Thank you very much.
Merci Caroline Strauss. Thank you very much. Alors, au-delà de la Dean's List, Corinne, et des meilleures mémoires, nous avons ce matin...
These lists, Corinne, there's a third form of exemplarity that we're going to showcase today. It's a little bit different. It's a student commitment. Yes, in fact, for 2 years, the program tied in association with student life is trying to value student commitment, whether it be volunteer work or not, who've taken action which have benefited the ESSEC community, which are consistent with the values and commitments of the school, and which have contributed to the school's outreach. So we're going to put the slide up. We've got 2 graduates who have been awarded by Valentin Bouchard and Sabir Benkirai. Bravo. Samir and Valentin, once again, congratulate you guys. A few words on the reason why they were awarded this prize. Valentin, the committee for awarding the prize, recognized the seriousness of your contribution because you worked various different assignments to the ESSEC. You elected vice chairman representing the students in your work. You were particularly keen on to the well-being of all parties. You proved to be extremely reliable. You were able to adapt great flexibility. You contributed the fluidity, the fluid circulation of information between students and the professors. We talk the on-campus residence halls of the students. They contributed to the fluidity of their life, particularly as for international students during this period of upheaval of COVID and lockdown. So a warm thank you, Valentin, for that. You're currently doing a master's degree in human resources at Trinity College at Dublin, and that is no mean feat, it must be said. Samir,
est-ce que j'ai besoin de présenter Samir?
does Samir need an introduction? Samir, you were the General Secretary of the Students' Office or Bureau, and you were also the student delegate, and you set up an association called ESSEC Interactive Capital Investment, and you're a member of various student associations. And the list regarding you is so long, I won't be able to mention all of them today, but that's why you're on the rostrum of this, because you're receiving this prize for your remarkable commitment, because you maintained a robust relationship with the various management departments of the school, and the associative, the sort of non-schoolroom life of the school had taken up just after these lockdowns had ended, and you demonstrate considerable emotional intelligence linked to the management of your peers. We're talking about you guys sitting up there, and you embodied in a quintessential manner what we consider to be and what we call servant leadership. Samir is particularly dedicated to ESSEC. In fact, he's not going to be leaving ESSEC. He's going to continue next year in the specialized masters for in international business. Congratulations, you guys. A little photo of Corinne, Valentin, and Samir for the student commitment. And you may applaud them. Don't feel you have to hold back. You may applaud them. Once again, congratulations. Will allow you to make your way back to your seats. Now, of course, there are many unique moments, but there are many unique moments. But this one is particularly iconic. We want to invite up to stage an iconic student of the group. Iconic is a very strong word, actually, already. A ceremony for a graduation ceremony wouldn't be a real graduation ceremony, wouldn't be a real one without a sort of student testimony. The idea is now that two of your peers may express with you what there's a vision of being a graduate of the global BBA, how they experience this course at ESSEC, and what has stayed with them. So you've all got an individual history, powerful messages to share, but this is really for everyone here. So we're going to listen to the first one. It was a woman we're going to work up to the stage, and she got involved in various projects. The least that we can say, she's president of the Rota Act at ESSEC. She was responsible for communication manager within the BBA and Com, and she was also the ambassador for the program. She even tested out the entrepreneurship, and in the incubator ESSEC vouchers, as part of a course she took about the innovation management program in Berkeley, and she ended up at Tenerife with us in an internship at the Club Med in Sydney, no less. I think it was probably a great experience. And she, in fact, transformed this experience. Now she's an apprentice at the Club Med. She's now in the marketing division within the digital transformation and marketing as part of a diploma. I'd like you to give a warm round of applause to Ophélie Merignac.
Ici, Ophélie. Non, de l'autre côté, s'il vous plaît. Ophélie, the floor is yours. The floor is yours.
Dear family and friends, professors, faculty and staff, and most of all, dear class of 2024, good morning. Today is a special day. We are celebrating the end of our studies. but also a unique journey, the so-called COVID generation. When we started our studies at ESSEC, everything was different from what we expected. We began with masks, without an integration weekend, without any set, well, except for that one unforgettable champagne shower, but I promise, just that one. The rest of it was online classes for some, where the only interaction were "can you hear me" on Zoom, or simply blank screen for others. An entry into higher education, unlike any other. But in the end, it became part of our story, and this journey shaped our character. For those who were here in 2020, we all remember the temperature checks at the campus entrance and the hand sanitizer that became our best friend. Some of us saw our webcams more than our classmates. And let's be honest, to everyone who said, "Sorry, my camera doesn't work, did you really think we believed you?" But we didn't remain that silent class behind the screen. As soon as we could, we made up for every lost moment. We experienced our first real student council campaign, traveled abroad thanks to our internship for some, intercampus for the lucky ones, and also thanks to our internship for some. We also got involved in association, and finally, we created unforgettable memories to catch up on everything we missed. Each of us has a unique story, but together we share one thing: resilience. Even though COVID tried to slow us down, we knew how to bounce back and adapt. Today, we receive a diploma, but what we have gained is so much more: a mindset. We have become a generation that doesn't give up and knows that life doesn't always go as planned, but true strength emerges in those moments. Every challenge taught us something. You may have had to give up an exchange program, postpone a project, or face uncertain time. But despite everything, we all found a way to turn our initial plans into new opportunities. As Philippe Poyet-Villard said, in a journey, it's not the destination that matters, but the journey itself, and above all, the detours. And it is those detours that define us. They taught us to adapt, rise, and move forward. So, as we live here, let's keep that mindset. Today, we are taking our first step outside the campus, and we have the tools to shape the world ahead. Whether it's in a first job, a prestigious master program, an entrepreneurial adventure, or a journey around the world, let's keep this desire to seize every opportunity. It's not the circumstances that define us, but how we react to them. We hold the keys to building a better world, more just, more inclusive, and above all, more human. We are the COVID generation, but now, as ESSEC graduates, we are the generation that transforms obstacles into opportunities. So now, let's go and show the world what we are truly capable of. Congratulations again to all of you, all of us, and thank you.
Merci Ophélie.
Thank you very much, Ophélie. Thank you very much, Ophélie. Congratulations to you. That's a pretty that's quite a career itinerary they had at ESSEC, isn't it?
Bam-a-lam, blackberry honey tart. Bam-a-lam, the damn thing go right. Bam-a-lam says I'm around in my mind. Bam-a-lam, the damn thing go right. Bam-a-lam, say oh blackberry. Bam-a-lam, whoa blackberry. Bam-a-lam. She really gets me high. Family Lamb, no, that's no lie. Family Lamb, she's so rock steady. Family Lamb, she's all raspberry. Family Lamb, oh blackberry. Family Lamb, whoa blackberry. Family Lamb. She's from Birmingham. Bam-a-lam went down in Alabama. Bam-a-lam when she sick of that thing. Bam-a-lam no, she makes me think. Bam-a-lam, whoa, blackberry. Bam-a-lam, whoa, blackberry. Bam-a-lam.
Pardon. Mesdames et messieurs, ils sont top, vous êtes top, mais ils sont vraiment super. Le Black
They
Bean
are great. The Black Bean Wood. Yann and Aurélie, please give them a huge round of applause.
Ça fait du bien comme ça.
Honestly, it makes us feel good, doesn't it? They are specialists. They do a lot of rock folk do-overs, and they are on the internet, Black Bean Wood. So don't hesitate to go look them up.
Je vous ai vu danser, mes collègues.
I saw you dance, dear colleagues. We have another student about to give us a statement, share his experience during the global BBA years. So a few words about him. He took part in the Responsible International Leadership Program in South Carolina. Yes, indeed. And he's now part of the Master's Strategy and Consulting at ESCP. Well done, yes. He was the vice president of ESSEC Ceramics, and I'm sure you will all recognize him. He was in charge of the communications affairs at the student's office. You have applauded his communication skills, his eloquent skills, and his way of gathering the whole class. Please give a huge round of applause for Ahmed Yousfi.
Test.
Testing the mic.
Madame Christina Terra,
faculty and teaching staff, ESSEC community, friends and family, and my dear global BBA friends. Thank you. It is a huge honor to stand here today in front of you and to represent you in this memorable occasion. I would have never believed it if you had told me 5 years ago when I was still wearing slim jeans and when the Royal Air Maroc hostess on the flight A2764 asked me whether I would have fish or meat. But at that time, on top of wanting both, my real questioning was whether or not I could succeed in this new life, the ESSEC life. It is difficult to summarize these 4 years that we've experienced together in 4 minutes' time. Will these 4 minutes be sufficient to describe what has been for me and for many of us an experience which has drastically changed our lives and what has made us who we are today? That being said, this is a very special day because it gives meaning to the sacrifice of my loved ones, to this very last bittersweet hug from my mom before I left, all those candles blown when I wasn't there. It shows little Ahmed that anything's possible, that we did it, that we've now graduated from this top university that we dreamed of, that we're not afraid to talk in front of thousands of people, and that Baba and Mama are proud of us. Instead of just congratulating us in this turning point of our lives, asking you to join my trading channel on Telegram, or just listing our unforgettable memories, I'd rather look back with you all on one crucial moment in our lives and our journeys, the unknown, this permanent, constant, heavy fear around us. I took the leap of the unknown when I took the plane to leave everything I had known so far behind me, not for a residence permit, but because it was about time that my dream came true. This unknown that made us shed our first tears when we left our loved ones to write a story that would make them proud today, our own story. The unknown is this first-class journey on the RERA suburban train on the way to Cergy-Pontoise. This nice smell once you reach the train station platform. This fear, in light of this new chapter in this new brain factory, where we are given a barcode, a B00, in this already complex equation, there were a lot of new unknowns: bird, no bird, list, aroused, spot, sit, voice, patio, an unknown language. Yet, the unknown is also those 580 masked, 580 people wearing a face mask and vaccinated, with whom we did our first song, we did our first lockdown, and with whom we experienced insomnia due to concerns and questions. And this is when the magic happened. In this town, which looks like a bit of a TV show, we found each other around the tables, and for the very first time in our lives, we tried to find a purpose in this unknown, to ask this existential question: where does it come from? Where do all these people, all this diversity come from? Because in this excellence program, diversity is a strength, is a source of wealth. ESSEC taught us to be proud to be in this word. Please look around you. Look at all those unknown people who have become life partners. The number of unknowns throughout your journeys have made you successful today. Take a minute to wonder whether or not this day had been so special if we hadn't had all those doubts about the unknown. This day marks the end of a chapter, but the beginning of a new journey full of unknowns, opportunities, and challenges. ESSEC is a bond forever, a bond that is so strong that will go through space and time. Even we might fear the unknown and the future, we will now embark on a new step in our lives. We will close these chapters of our lives aware that we will take on this new journey. By leaving this room, we will combine all of our memories, our partnerships, our loves, our meets in Cergy. My message for you today, on top of saying your hi and saying that I will miss you all, I can't wait to tell all the stories to my kids what happened in the student's office, but I won't tell them everything. And I will tell them that they live forever and happy forever after and had many kids. But please do not be afraid in the future. Enjoy the unknown, because it will help you go beyond your own boundaries. Dear ESSEC, dear families and friends, thank you.
Merci, merci Ahmed et bravo.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ahmed. And well done.
Il y a un cocktail, Ahmed, vous allez pouvoir. C'est pas
There's a
inconnu, ça, vous allez
cocktail
voir,
after.
ça se passe
Don't worry,
juste à
this
côté.
is not an
Et vous allez
unknown.
pouvoir continuer à faire la
It
fête.
will
Merci
be
pour ce
outside of this
magnifique
room.
discours. Je
Thank you
comprends
for
pourquoi
this beautiful speech. I understand now why he came on stage.
Corinne, elle n'a plus rien à dire. Allez, un dernier mot pour,
has
avant que vous nous
nothing
laissiez.
else to say.
Enfin, vous nous laissiez, que vous retourniez vous asseoir.
Just a few words to conclude before you go back to your seat.
The time today. It's a unique occasion to be together. I'm very proud of you and keep in touch. See you soon.
Corinne Pfeffer, merci Corinne, bravo.
Thank you very much, Corinne Pfeffer.
Alors, toutes les deux, elles jouent un rôle clé dans le développement.
Both of them have played a crucial role in the ESSEC community development by supporting the students, by Mrs. Schickel and Mrs. Henry, and the ESSEC Foundation are here with us this morning.
Bonjour.
Good morning. You look very moved. That's a lot of emotions. It's not easy to take the floor after Ahmed. After Ahmed and the harmonica. And after all your smiles on screen. Lucien Henry, you are leading the ESSEC Foundation. It's important to say how it was created. About 10 years ago, 4 ESSEC alumni, just like you, decided to create the ESSEC Foundation to financially support the school. The foundation raised funds among private individuals and alumni to fund strategic decisions made by the school. And you have a concrete example? The rationale of ESSEC Foundation is to fund social bursaries and subsidies, and some of you have benefited from it. The idea is for all students, no matter their horizon, to benefit from ESSEC teachings without being curbed by financial obstacles. This year I met Enzo. He's received a social subsidy throughout his ESSEC journey, and it's thanks to this subsidy that he managed to study at ESSEC and made it possible for him to focus on its entrepreneurial project and take part in the great ESSEC ecosystem. But this subsidy goes beyond financial, beyond funding. This is a solidarity chain between alumni, students, parents, the school. This trust is what he felt like throughout his journey. And it went so well that his company made 1 million euros in sales. So please give him a huge round of applause. We were fortunate enough to talk with him not too long ago, and he was extremely moved by this trust. So what is the message that you'd like to convey to donors who are here tonight, or this morning rather. I would like to warmly thank all donors who have contributed to the foundation to fund those incredible journeys of these resolute students. These subsidies change the destiny of hundreds of students every year, and the ESSEC doors can be opened thanks to the foundation. ESSEC, we think that success shouldn't be an ideal, but a reality for all. And one last word, you might not know it, but you've all enjoyed or benefited from the foundation funds. So either it can be a subsidy or, I mean, the works at Sergi, I'm sure you all see what I'm talking about, or teaching, educational innovation, research excellency. So thank you to you all. Lucien Henry, please.
Et la fondation ESSEC.
And the ESSEC,
vous le savez, vous êtes
an ESSEC alumni. You are well aware of this. You have now become alumni. And Marie-Pierre is also an ESSEC alumna. We didn't say which class, huh? I didn't say it.
C'est quoi être un des alumni?
What does it mean becoming an ESSEC alumni? On top of being alumni, you are all you're all unique tonight. Oh, well, this morning. Sorry, this is my mistake. So what does it mean to be ESSEC? I will not say it as well as Ahmed, but we've heard it. It means to be resilient, optimistic, but it is much more than a diploma, although you were all very proud to show it to the camera when you got in. Be ESSEC means having a common experience, be part of a community, and this is also an identity. We say be ESSEC. And this identity, Ophélie talked about a mindset. I'd love to say that this identity is mind, soul, and heart. And this is a strength for you because in spite of the detours that Petroni mentioned earlier, the twists and turns, this will be a beacon in your life. So you are leaving school with huge skills, a great diploma, and a great ESSEC identity, and a superpower, the ESSEC bond. A bond supported by your team. Marie-Pierre Chiquel and her team works relentlessly. They meet all the alumni, and you're driven by one ambition, right? Yes, we move once a month, but not that much. And we have the Dream Team aperitif. So we don't have a cocktail, but that's what we've got. And our ambition is to help you to nourish this bond. You will go across the world, but you will be in touch with your community. So as ESSEC alumni, we should go meet you and maintain this bond. And what we want also is for this community to be more influential. The ESSEC community should share, inspire, and this is already the case. When you look at previous ESSEC alumni, they're already trying to change the world. And I'd like to mention some of them. Clara, Delegate Minister to Digitalization. Antoine, CEO of Danone. Batul, who's funding a new type of consultancy firms. Christophe, Director, Chief Editor at Les Echos. And Umedi met in Dubai a month ago. He created one of the largest optics chain in the Emirates. And I have mentioned just a few, but tomorrow might be Sabrina, Federico, maybe Andy, maybe Anissa, and Nicolas Hieronymus, who was with us last night, the CEO of L'Oréal. Yes, okay, no, I didn't want to mention him specifically. I wanted to mention people here. But yes, it's important to recall this. Could you please tell us more about your role? I'll be very brief then. Our role is to value you. You have valued yourself tonight, and we want to value you throughout your careers. And more tangibly, we want to nourish this bond, but we want to support you by suggesting relevant services, useful services, and distinguished services that will be lifelong services. And it's important for you to get involved, to get engaged. Yes, because we offer you services, and it's important for you to be informed on what we can offer. But my call to action, beyond congratulating you, is please keep in touch, not just with your community, but with us. And no matter where you are, be it in Paris, come to visit us at the ESSEC House. If you're in London, San Francisco, Beijing, Lille, Rennes, Marseille, wherever, we have chapters, everyone to welcome you. And I already have some of you that I'd like to hire. So please make this community lively. Keep it alive. You are our ambassadors. You are ESSEC. Remember, you're never alone because you have 71,000 other members in your family. Welcome to the ESSEC alumni family. Thank you, Marie-Pierre. Thank you, Lucienne. Thank you to the ESSEC Foundation and ESSEC alumni. They will be with you during the cocktail in a few minutes' time because we are almost done. There will be a picture taken where you all throw your hats out in the air. I will tell you how and give you the instructions, but to close this commencement day, please welcome the academic director of the global BBA, Mrs. Aguirre. Dear graduates, dear families, dear members of the ESSEC community, dear guests, dear friends, I am delighted to be standing here today to celebrate this recognition moment, this moment of pride and emotions.
If you're here today, it's because you have worked hard, persevered, and grown. We are so very proud of you. And today, we celebrate not only your achievements, but also the people and experiences that made them possible.
I would like to warmly thank our professors. Their demands have left a tangible mark in your journey. Some of them are here today. Could you please give them a huge round of applause? What makes this diploma highly valuable is not only the grades or the classes, which do matter, but all the experiences that you have gone through to get it. Joyful moments, sharing moments, challenges. These experiences have made you more mature. They've transformed you, and I have good news for you. It doesn't end here. You will continue to experience life in a joyful manner or in a disturbing way, or you might get angry, or you might be inspired by those experiences. But what will remain will be the transformations brought about inside of you and the love and friendship bonds that will also remain over time. Today, this is the very last time I'm taking the floor. In front of you. Thank you very much. As the academic director of the global BBA, I am extremely moved, as you can see. Next September, a new professor will be the academic director, Christophe Edenich. I'm sorry, Christophe, to put you in the spotlight. Thank you very much. and I will be back at the economic department at ESSEC as a professor. This has been a rich and demanding and human experience. I was fortunate enough to steer this program with Christine Peffer, as well as an exceptional team, an engaged team, and I would like to extend my warmest thanks to them from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I also would like to thank ESSEC faculty and staff members and Vincenzo Vinci, our Dean, and Arti Hamadswani, Deputy Dean. Thank you very much for your unwavering support. This has been essential throughout this engagement.
Et je vous remercie surtout vous, chers étudiants, désormais.
And dear students, you're now graduates. You are the soul of this program. Thank you, have trusted us. Thank you, enable us to shape your career itinerary of last years. These are such important years of learning and discovery. Thank you for your involvement, your energy, for enthusiasm, and the light you radiated. You've given purpose to a role. You are now part of the broader ESSEC family. You've given us hope in the future. Don't forget to answer the labour market insertion survey and questionnaire when you receive it. It's very important that you fill that out for us. We'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you. It's very important for accrediting and optimizing your degree, this degree, which it constitutes which heralds the beginning of a new chapter. Each of you have a unique mixture of qualities, talents, and dreams. I hope these years at ESSEC help you to discover them. Each of you and everyone is unique and remarkable in your way. And you need to learn to plow your own furrows, as a Portuguese poet said, to be great, to be whole. Nothing should be excluded. Be everything that you are, and so at each lake the moon will shine. So. And my sincerest congratulations to you.
Christina, this is truly a bittersweet moment for me.
J'ai envie d'aller pleurer doucement.
We are so proud of what you've accomplished for the students, for the program, for the school. Your presence was such a gift for all of us, and you will be truly dearly missed. On behalf of everyone who's present here across the campuses, the faculty, the students, their families, thank you so much for your partnership in leading France's #1 global BBA program. And we wish you all the very best for the future. Yeah. Dear graduates, this moment is doubly bittersweet for me. We are incredibly proud of everything you've accomplished, and yet it's hard to let you go. As time goes, you will learn to experience and appreciate other bittersweet moments and make the most of it. To help you in that journey, I would like to share 3 guiding beliefs that have served me well through my own bittersweet moments. First, frustration is good. Feeling lost or uncomfortable often means you're learning something new and growing. Discomfort isn't a bug. It is the system working. So when life gets messy and uncertain, take a deep breath. You are not failing, you are upgrading. Second, every choice has a price and a payoff. The hardest part of any decision isn't choosing, it's accepting the trade-offs. Be honest about them and own them. And lastly, your difference is your superpower, the thing that sets you apart. Your background, your voice, your mindset, that's your edge. But only if you choose to recognize it, refine it, and lead with it. So go out there, be bold in the unknown, true to what matters, and unapologetically yourself. Suddenly, you won't just be different, you will be unforgettable. You may be leaving ESSEC classrooms, but you will never stop being learners, and you will never stop being ESSEC. Thank you, and congratulations once again to all of you.
Many thanks, hearty. Congratulations, Christina. Dans quelques instants, la photo, ensuite votre cocktail.
In a few moments, a family photo and just a photo review of your time at the Global BBA. There is some music. You can make noise. You can celebrate, clap, dance, do whatever you wish.
Le doodling band, s'il vous plaît.
The doodling band.
Merci à vous.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
Un tout petit mot pour vous féliciter.
Just to a quick word to congratulate you. Excellent commencement day to you all. The Global Bachelors in Business Administration, the BBA.
La photo.
So, the group photo, the graduation photo, we have Johan, the photographer, who is above with a microphone, theoretically. You're going to kindly stand up. We're going to welcome onto the stage all the teams. Petronella, Paul
Rassemblez-vous au maximum au milieu. Utilisez les couloirs.
Please spread out as much as possible. Use the aisles if you'd be so good. And I'm going to ask you just to kindly listen to me for a few moments so we can quickly move on to the cocktail. We need to get the photo right the first time.
Essayez de vous expliquer, s'il vous plaît, comment on va procéder. Est-ce que tout le monde m'entend?
I'm going to explain how we're going to go about it. Can you all hear me? We're not going to do it immediately, okay? This is just a warm-up, okay? The idea is to put your hands on a corner of your multiple grasp by your multiple of the corner. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. On 3, I want you to toss your mortarboard into the air as high as possible. I want you to throw it as high as possible into the air. Is that crystal clear? Is everyone ready? Is Johan, our photographer, ready? Yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands on your hats and your mortarboards. 1, 2, 3.
Laisse pas traîner tes affaires. Laisse pas traîner tes affaires. C'est ça. Bon, on est à l'ESSEC quand même. Il n'y a que des... Un tout petit mot pour vous demander de quitter la salle et de rejoindre le cocktail parce qu'il y a un traiteur qui vous attend. Merci infiniment.
Please make your way to the cocktail. There's some good food, fine foods awaiting you there. Thank you very much and have a lovely day.